Grand Rising. Good afternoon, actually. How is everybody today on Monday, Motivational Monday, Manifesting Monday? I have an exercise for you guys today. I'm actually doing this exercise. I am listing all of my desires. I like doing things like this. Boom! Okay, I will. I have to write a desire and then we're gonna get started. Okay. I do my iPad. Make a list of all your desires. Hi, Vita. Oh, okay, I gotta write one more. I'm sorry. I have to write one more desire before. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull one card today and we're gonna talk about this one card. And then we're gonna talk about rewriting your story, okay? No, you don't have to write your desires now. I just had to write something down. But we're gonna talk about rewriting the story, not even rewriting the story, it's about creating a new story. And I just wanna get a little bit into that. And I know I talked about it on my story, but on my story. Damn, so many stories. Okay, I call on the ancestors of the highest truth, the highest character, the guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters of the highest light, and source energy to speak through me now. Allow me to be a conduit for the light. What is the big message of today as for the collective as we choose to align with the highest version of ourselves and make choices for the greater good? I just bought a Christmas tree. I don't even really celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. I just do it because my son and, family. But I am excited because I did get gold, silver, and white bulbs. And that's it feels really good. Okay. So what came through today is the Four of Pentacles. This card doesn't come through very often. And the Pentacle suit is about the external level of our life. It's our finances, it's our work, it's our creativity. And the Four of Pentacles is talking about control, stability, scarcity. And so the Four of Pentacles is telling us to look at our relationship with money, okay? Are we accumulating wealth and investing our money wisely, right? Are you still enjoying your everyday today? Are you saving too much money? Are you spending too much money? But it's also talking about the scarcity mindset. And this is what I was talking about when this goes right along with writing your story, because in order to see wealth, in order to feel successful, in order to see it in front of you, in order for it to manifest actually in the external body or in the external dimension, it has to start with the mindset. So this is talking about budget, right? And literally, I'm not even joking you. Right before I picked this card, I said I desire to be on a healthy and steady financial budget. So it's perfect, right? So it's talking about, are you placing too much value on material things and money? And this is what I'm talking about, writing our story. So I'm going to go into this and it's going to go right along with this card. So when I was saying this morning about not not continuously talking about the things that went wrong in our life, because that keeps putting us back there, right? Present moment. Hi, Mel. Present moment is when we know, okay, are we in alignment with ourselves? When you can scan your body present moment, you can see if you are in alignment with your higher self. Take a deep breath. How do I feel? I feel joyful. I feel fulfilled. I feel whole. And so okay, I'm aligned with my higher self. Now, take yourself to a traumatic experience and think about it, and then tell me how you feel. Or take yourself to the future and create and get stuck there. There's a difference between creating your future and getting stuck creating your future and forgetting that you still have to come back here to do things, right? This is where it all is. You have to be okay with, it's not even being okay. It's what Vito always says, radical acceptance for what is right now. This story that is right now. It's not what happened. Yes, it's okay to talk about our traumas once in a while. It's okay to show people, hey, let me just remind you from this space. But I see a lot of people, and it's constant. It's that same story over and over. Every day they wake up, they're like, I overcame this trauma. That was 17 years ago. Why are you still telling us that you overcame a trauma that you overcame 17 years ago? What about how do you feel right now? What are you doing today? How are you aligning with your inner truth? How are you spending your money? How are you budgeting your energy? How are you manifesting your desires? Are you calling out your desires? Are you listening? Are you following the feel of joy? And this is something that people get caught up in. And you know what I noticed? It's around Scorpio season. Always. Again, Scorpio season obviously allows us to shed our skin, right? That skin that we don't need. So this is one thing that I always recognize is around this time of year, especially because it's dark, the trees are dying. I'm on a budget too. Shit. I'm on a budget with my money and today, Vita, I spent so much money because Christmas, I'm doing Christmas shopping. I almost threw up. Normally, I would be like, oh my God, I'll spend all the money. Now I feel like how I want to have a budget, so it's working out. It works out. But yes, on even my budget on energy. Amen, Vita. So the one thing about that is about constantly going back or going forward is you're pulling yourself out of what you're feeling now. Remember, gratitude is a space for what we have now, right? I am grateful that I'm sitting here with you guys. I am grateful that I have my Teamy Blends. I'm grateful that I'm able to write out my desires. I'm grateful for this iPad in front of me. I'm grateful for my ability to be a conduit of light. I'm grateful for the high priestess energy in which I embody. Those are the things that we feel like our gratitude right now, right? But if we keep connecting to the trauma, remember, you're bringing yourself back there. Everybody always likes to talk about their traumatic experiences because people like to talk about their traumatic experiences, right? They're like, I overcame this, I overcame this, I overcame this, I overcame this. Cool. We know, we can see it, right? And there's a difference about talking about it when you're doing a motivational speech, or there's a difference talking about it every single day. You keep still, even though you overcame it, you still have that attachment to it, and that's why you're still talking about it. So in terms of rewriting the story and creating the wealth and the abundance and the success that you want just from this space, right? This is a positive state. This is about connecting to your desires right now. And it's also following the good feeling. Yes, there are some times that we're going to do things that aren't good feeling because we know that it's bringing us to a good feeling, but when we get stuck in this season of shedding, and I know I do this too, I get like addicted to shedding things, right? Instead of following good feeling. And this morning I was listening to Abraham, and I haven't listened to Abraham in a while. And so I knew it was time to reconnect to some things that I have already connected to before. This morning when I was listening to Abraham, Abraham was speaking about how you can be a gauge by your feelings and your energy and your budget of energy, right? You can gauge where do you want to spend your energy, okay? Abraham Hicks. So say you're like, you're like, I want to go here, or I get invited to this, but I want to do this. Follow the good feeling. What is going to bring you more joy in the moment, okay? But it also has to be a responsible choice. So if you're like, I know drinking is going to make me feel better, instead of sitting here, or you can find a different choice, right? You find if instead of drinking, maybe you take some extra CBD because you know that's still going to bring you a good choice. So it's about following that good feeling, spending your money wisely, but also spending your energy wisely and also following the good feeling, because you know, as you follow the good feeling, you're going to bring more good feelings into your life. It's literally how the law of attraction works, right? You do what feels good to you. People always say, listen to what feels good. And like I said, it does have to be like a conscious decision. It's not like punching somebody. If punching somebody feels good for you, that's not a conscious decision. That's not going to bring you more joy or positivity. So it's like that good, positive feeling. Do what feels good and positive to you. Do what feels good that is aligned with the highest good or the greatest good, right? That's what it is. And before, I used to have this understanding that you just do what feels good. So if indulging in a whole pizza feels good, but then is that going to bring you a long-term good feeling? No. Is that going to bring you long-term gratitude or long-term happiness or whatever? That's not going to bring that. The long-term happiness comes from inside. So it's how can you connect to spending your energy and spending your money wisely and making conscious choices from the inside out to realign yourself and write yourself a new story. Not keep continuously doing things aligned with your old story. If you did something to overcome a past situation, most likely that past situation isn't going to, what you did for that past situation isn't going to align with what you're doing right now. It's different. You're not the same person you were yesterday, so why are you using the same tools to overcome these or to align with your truth as you did when you were having depression or when you were extremely anxious or when you were extremely stressed out? That doesn't make sense. This is why gaining awareness of self is so important. This is why knowing what would feel the best, how can I make the best conscious choice today to align with the highest vibration of my highest self? That is the question. That should be the question every time I wake up. How can I wake up and feel fulfilled? How can I wake up and feel gratitude? How can I wake up and go about my day aligning with my highest truth and staying focused and clear on which step to take to align with my desires? And my desire is to feel more joy in each moment. My desire is to feel gratitude in each moment. It's those things. Some people, when they think about desires, they always think about, oh, I desire to have money and I desire to have this and I desire to have that. Yes, of course you can add those things on your list of desires. I'm not going to lie to you when I say one of my desires is to have $1 billion on that paper right here. But how am I going to get there, right? First, I desire to feel more joy. First, I desire to make myself happy. First, I desire to know what works for me. First, I desire to know what tools are going to align me with my higher self in each moment. Those are the things. First, I desire to pay attention to my contrast and know that my contrast is really actually guiding me. It's like, what's that? It looks like a wishbone, and they use it like I don't know what the fuck it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it's like detects, right? Let's just call it a metal detector. You're in the moment when you have contrast. It's because your inner being is telling you, no, it's not a compass. Yes. What is it? Divining rod, or I don't know what it's called, but yes, you're right. I don't think that's the name, but it's something rod. No, not a tuning fork. I don't even know what that means, Mel. You're so silly. Yes, a dowsing rod. Thank you. It's a dowsing rod. Your inner being is a dowsing rod. Okay. You make a choice to do something, and think about it. Here's a great example. When you go on social media and you see something that doesn't feel good, are you going to keep choosing to read things that don't feel good? Or are you going to listen to your internal dowsing rod and then realize, okay, I'm going to choose to look at something else that's going to align me with my higher self, right? So that's how it works. That's how, putting too much value on this, what this card is also saying is putting too much value on money and possessions, because when we're thinking about desires, you're so funny, Mel, I love that. When you're thinking about desires, are you giving too much value to what you desire outside of yourself rather than what you desire to feel inside of yourself from it coming from within? You gain, this is how the law of attraction works. You gain these things from within. You find the desires to align with your higher self, and then everything starts to to align with the self. And then you have the tools to create your desire, your business that you desire, that's going to build you the millions that you desire. But it all started from finding joy and finding gratitude in the moment and finding the happiness from within and finding that peace from within and finding that emotional stability from within. It all starts here, right? And so that's what I'm talking about, the new story. The new story isn't what is our traumas, what is our past. It's not living in our past. The new story isn't how can I create all of my material manifestations. The new story is how can I create how can I realign with my highest self, and how can I continue desire to align with my higher self so that I know everything is going to manifest in front of me. And even when I have contrast, I remember that contrast is a dowsing rod telling me to remind me what it is I desire to feel. What is it I desire to see? What is it I desire to receive? What is it I desire to give? Okay? Again, it is like, this is that new story. This is the new book. I desire more clarity. I desire more harmony to flow from within me. I desire to feel more joy. I desire to emanate more love. I desire to let go even quicker. I desire to release and transmute even faster. These are the things that I'm talking about when I'm saying writing your own story. I know I get caught up in trying to manifest things in front of me because I love to see things. But this card is also, it's talking about our relationship with money and physical things, because it's saying, are you waiting for you to see something in front of you for you to align with your desires? Do you need to see this money in front of you for you to be happy? Is that what you're waiting for? Then no, you need to rewrite your book too and start writing from I desire to feel joy in every situation. I desire to feel, to remain true to my higher self no matter who I'm with or where I'm at. And then you start to see the things that you desire materialistically manifest in front of you because you align with your inner being. And now you're aligning with the vibration of what you are trying to materialistically manifest. But it all starts from within. Okay? Oh, that felt so good. I had to get that shit off my chest. So if you're going to do the desire activity today, start with what do you desire to feel inside? Okay? And like, I'm going to redo mine actually, because I did a lot. I did it all over the place. And this is what it just came up for me. So you start and you can make it like a tree. Okay? What do you desire to feel? And you start it at the bottom, and then you can work your way up. I desire to feel this way. I desire to feel that way. I desire to have more joy. I desire to emanate more love. I desire to feel more joy. I desire to have more fun. I desire to let go even quicker. I desire to move through things that aren't aligning with my true self. And then you can move up to, okay, I desire to eat healthier foods, because now we're talking about then material things, right? We start with what do we desire to feel inside, and what are we aligning with inside? I desire to be healthier. I desire to make healthier choices. And then you can work your way up. I desire to purchase healthier food. I desire to be on a better budget with my money. I desire to do those. And then you say, I desire to own a business. I desire to own a successful business. I desire to make millions. I desire to make billions. And you just work your way up, and you make it like a little tree. So then all the time, and you have to remember, you just stick it up. And I always stick mine like right here, up there, so that I can see things like right in the middle. And then you just stick it up there. And when you need to remember what it is that you're aligning with, you can look at a different level of your desire. Your desires are at different levels. But if you start really big, you're like, I desire $1 billion, but you woke up depressed, that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna align $1 billion. You haven't even aligned with your higher truth internally. You have to align your higher truth internally first before you can manifest all that it is that you wanna seek in your life. I desire to connect deeper with my roots of my ancestors, right? And so then I found Vita, and then Vita helped me with that. And now I desire to do this, and I desire to do that. And so sometimes we have to rewind. Sometimes we have to go to the basics. There are some days we're gonna be so out of line with our inner being because cosmically of what's going on, or whatever fucking planet's in retrograde at that time. So then how do you start? You have to be aware of where do you need to start that day. If you wake up and you're like, oh no, this is not gonna be a day where I'm gonna create manifestations or I'm gonna create desires of physical things, then you start with yourself. okay, I know this is gonna a day where I'm gonna say out loud, I desire to feel more joy today. I desire to whatever. I desire to feel more love from myself. I desire to recognize my success in the moment. And those are the things. That's why gaining self-awareness again is so important. That's why I'm creating this little series of the Synergy Soul Academy workshops. And the first one is this weekend on Saturday. And it is the mindset of self-mastery. It's like exactly what we're talking about, but tools to gain that self-mastery and gain your awareness. It's only $25. I decided to pull one card for everybody who is joining, and then you'll just get like a mini reading. And a recording. So you'll also have the recording of the webinar. Hopefully it records the entire thing on my phone. But so the webinar this weekend is only $25. Hi, Christina. It's only $25. It is Mindset of Self-Mastery. You'll get a recording of the webinar. And yes, there's still time to join. You can join all the way till Friday, because then I'm going to set out an email so you can figure out how to join on Zoom. So it's $25. You get a 1-card reading afterwards, and I'll send those out to people after I see how many people join. And then you also get a recording of this. And I also still have today, my sessions are still on sale. So $111 for any previous students. So $111 for any previous students if they want to do a single session, or I discounted my 3-session package for $255. So that's till the end of the day, so you have the option to do that. But I'm grateful that this card came through, and that we can see how much we're giving too much energy to material things and not enough to our inner being. What day and time? It is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 1st. And I made it late because I do have people who are in different countries, and I wanted to make sure that they wanted to be able to join too. Mel, I think you already bought your ticket. My husband is sick. Fucking A. I took my booster though. Have a nice day, Jay. I don't know if you'll still be up, Mel. I'm not sure the time difference. I know I had somebody in Australia. That's why I did it at that time, because then she's up at 6 or something. I don't know. But, so that was great. I have a session with my favorite lady tomorrow. I think she's still in here. I'm so excited. I look forward to sessions with Vita. I feel like I'll be doing sessions with her for the rest of my fucking life. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I have this thing about stuff touching me when I don't know what that is. Thank you. Please, all the healing vibes, because I don't know what he has. And I stay pretty healthy all year round. And I'm not down for that. I will literally take every immune boosting, everything, and lock myself in this room and not go near him. I love you, Vita. Oh, I got a TV Blends code, guys. Also, that's another thing too. TV Blends is having 50% off. 50% off $99 or more, which is pretty fucking awesome. It's Lady B50. What else? Oh, green juice. That's a great. I have oil oregano. Believe me, I already gave him oil oregano. I already took CBD. I took olive leaf juice and my booster shot from Binford's. About TV Blend. So then they also have a BOGO on their 30-day detox, which is I'm doing. And then just any other time you can use Lady B10. That's how old that code is, and it's from Lady Boom Yogini. Who remembers that IG? It's crazy. Oil of oregano, I do capsules. I buy organic capsules, veggie capsules. All right, guys, I'm going to go. It's 234, ascending to our higher truth. I love this. I'm going to go set up this tree. I have an interview at 3 for an assistant. And Yeah, Lady B10. Unless you're, okay, so Lady B10 is for any $99 or under. You can use Lady B10. Thank you, I just got them done today. You can use Lady B10 for any time. That's just the code you can use anytime. But for the sales, if you spend $99, you could use Lady B50 and it will save you 50% off. Or if you want to do the 30-day detox, it's Lady, and it's Ladi. Lady BOGO, and you get buy one get one 30-day detox. I'm gonna have to go use my own fucking code and get this because I'm already about to run out. I use the skinny tea that I drink all day. I drink that shit all day, so I use it up pretty quick. But I love Teami Blends, and I forgot how much I loved them because I stopped drinking them for a while. But they're awesome. Yes, Soul for Thought Cloud, Soul for Shilajit, Soul for Symbiotica. And what else? Soul for Sigmatic, which I don't really use often, and so that's not why I don't talk about it, because I haven't been using their coffee because I haven't been drinking coffee. Instead, I drink this throughout the day, and I feel great. I can barely handle. What is this? It's Teami Blends. It's a tea. So this one that I'm doing is a 30-day detox. It just helps reset your system, especially around this holiday when you're eating all this fucking shit that tastes so good, but it's so bad for you, or at least makes me feel sluggish. It's not that bad. Shilajit, yes, I have a DHA code. It's Soul. Shilajit was doing a sale. I'm not sure, and I think it's on their monthly subscription. But you can always use my code Soul. And for the DHA Symbiotica, it's Soul. Everything is Soul. Thought Cloud is Soul. I haven't been doing cannabis and meditation. I've been busy with some other things, so maybe I'll bring it back. I don't know. Teami Blends. So it's T-E-A. You can't even see it because it's backwards. Teami Blends. And it's Lady B10, Lady B, and it's Ladi. Lady B10 here. I'll put it right here for Teami Blends. It's really awesome. I fucking love it. Like I said, I stopped drinking coffee, so I've been doing this, and I feel good. Oh, hold on. Let me redo this. Or, wait, let me do it again. I do some, what the hell? I keep pressing send. I do sometimes get this thing from, it's called Liftoff. So if I need, I'm not sure if it will help with acne. The Shilajit and the DHAs will help me with my acne. But it could, because it resets, it cleans out your colon. That's for damn sure. And if it's from a dirty colon, remember our colon mimics our gut, our brain like mimics our gut. Yeah, I don't eat dairy, so I could never, you know, one thing about that, Jay, is that's what freaked me out, because when I got acne this year, I don't even eat dairy. I haven't eaten dairy in years. I eat mostly plant-based. I eat all plant-based. I mean, occasionally I'll like pick something up and it's a cracker or some shit, and it has, here I go trying to fucking pin this, and it has milk in it, but I won't freak out. But yes, I choose to eat plant-based. I tried celery juice. I did that. Remember you guys used to do, I used to do heart juice every morning, and it didn't help for me. So I guess it depends on what your acne is, what is the base of your acne, you know? Yeah, I'm just not a dairy eater. But I also don't tell people how to eat. I don't give a fuck how you eat. It's your body. You do what you want. You know, I am not, I used to be one of those people because I was like judgmental. But I don't give a fuck. If you want to eat meat or dairy, that's on you. It's not my body. It's yours. So my family eats meat and cheese, and I don't care. It's not my body. Yes, Shilajit helped me with my hormones too. Yes, Jay, I have been there too. I used to judge her, like, I can't believe you eat that shit. And then I'm like, who the fuck am I to tell you what to eat? I don't give a fuck. And you know what? I'll be honest about the vegan movement. Some vegans are really fucking mean and super judgmental, and people got to quit that shit. Yes, exactly. To each your own. We're not people's moms and dads. I'm not your fucking mom. I'm not going to tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that. Now, to my son, I'll tell him he can't have a lot of sugar snacks because you just can't. But I'm your fucking mom. Everybody else, I'm not your goddamn mom. Go listen to your damn self. If you want to submit yourself and shit, then go ahead. I don't really care what you do. But I ain't going to be there. I also don't cook meat. I don't touch it. Different strokes for different folks. Amen. It does. People who get really mean about healthy eating, people are like, I don't even want to eat healthy because you're so fucking mean that I can't even, I do eat healthy, but it's like, you could see these people who are extremists and are like, I can't believe you would pick this up at the store. Like, all right, bitch, like, come on. Who gives a, like, really? And then it's like a guilt trip, right? And then they're making you feel guilty. So then everything you look at, you're like, I can't eat this, I can't eat this. And then you start starving. Like, no, you have to work your way up there. I am just not that. I think there's some things that people just, yeah, I understand people being passionate about things and like standing up for things. I won't even watch that shit. I won't even watch that. What the hell? And yeah, but some people, they cross the line when it comes to telling people how to fucking live. Yeah, people don't want to try it out because, first of all, people don't want to try it out because you get offended. And people don't like to be offended. So then once they're offended, they're like, I'm not doing that because they offended me, right? And that's just the ego. Instead of listening to the ego and being like, oh, maybe I should do that because that's why it offended me, But then there's some people who just don't give a fuck. They're like, no, I don't care. Like, I'm going to go eat my Fritos and my cheese pops and go on with myself. And they don't care. Leave those people alone. They don't give a fuck. You're wasting your energy. You know what this card for fucking Pentacles came up? Don't spend your energy on people who don't give a fuck. Exactly. Set an example and decide. But some people come across like really fucking rude. They're like, you're going to die if you eat this. Well, guess what? I'm dying anyways because I'm human. Not that I don't eat healthy. I'm all for eating healthy. I eat healthy as shit. I'm just talking about it. All right, guys. I'm going to actually go eat something right now because I'm hungry. I don't even know what I'm going to eat. And Jay, yes. You know what? I'm going to tell you a story really quick, Jay, because I know you're still here. No, they would never frickin' personally kill a cow. No, you're right, 100%. But let me tell you a story. Last year at Christmas, I have to start bringing my own shit because they make snacks and then I can't even eat them. Like then I'm literally starving at every holiday because I don't want to eat dairy. Right, don't come in here because you're sick. I don't need your germs in here. I'll tell you about moms in your first trimester. Hold on. Okay, so last year I ate this. They're like, oh, just eat it. It only has a little bit of cheese in it. No. So I was trying to be like this person. I was trying to like be okay with, I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't want to, grandma made it for me because she thought I ate cheese. And so I ate it. I literally threw up like all fucking night. And then they're like, oh, you didn't get sick from that. Fuck you. Yes, I did get sick from that. That's why I told you, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm so sick of people trying to tell me, oh, you don't really have a dairy allergy. That's this, and this, and this. No, bitch, I know about my body more than you. And there's a lot of health people on both sides of our family. So they're always trying to tell people what to do by science. Science is great, right? I think science is great to prove things to people who need to prove things. Like, science is great for some things and not others. When it comes to individual body, science can't prove everything. So I'm done with people talking about, well, science said this. Shove your fucking little, I don't know if you guys seen on my personal page, take your little opinion about science, wet it and stick it up your ass because I don't care. Just like I was watching the news at the nail place and some guy found out a whole new part of the brain that nobody even knew about. Now tell me science knows everything. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm cool with science, right? I'm cool with like some things knowing about science. I think science is great, but it doesn't prove everything. So next time somebody tells me, well, my nutritionist who's scientific proven, get out, go away, because I don't give a fuck. I know what's right for my body. I spend the last, I don't know how many fucking years learning myself and gaining awareness of myself and what works for my body and what doesn't. So just because your science told me that scientifically proven this can't happen, well, guess what? It fucking does. So over it. Get out. That's what I feel like telling people. But instead, I'm really nice about it. And I'm like, no. And then they're still talking. And in my head, I'm like, I wish you would just shut the fuck up already. That's literally what I say in my head. It is. Science is awesome because it is always changing. And it does teach us a lot of things, right? But people get addicted to scientific evidence. Like they're addicted to it. Like, I can't touch it. Science said not to touch it. Like, what if it was like a miracle drug and what if it was like a miracle plant, right? And then science told you, don't touch it because you could die. But then really everybody else who's touching it is like healing themselves instantly. And then there's the group of people who won't touch it because science told them not to. So crazy. Cannabis. I just got a message. Yes, exactly. Like cannabis. Do you remember when they'd be like, at DARE, they'd be like, don't smoke. It's a gateway drug. That's not a fucking gateway drug. It's your inability to want to feel that's a gateway drug. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, wait, I gotta see these. Yes, people do. They trust science over their own bodies. Like, science can be like, take this pill. It'll make you feel better. And then, like, people are literally losing their hair, sweating, dying, throwing up. And they're like, but this pill's supposed to make me feel better because science said so. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. Like, don't you see that you're obviously not getting better from taking that pill? You should probably stop taking it. Ah! Yes, the endocannabinoid system. Nobody even knew we had an endocannabinoid system, right? So science proved that. So that's awesome that science found out our endocannabinoid system. But then people are like, I don't know. It just baffles me. Okay, I'm really going to go eat though, because I am so hungry. What's my view on birth control? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me answer this question about this girl in her first trimester. I don't know if you asked if you had your baby at 24. I got pregnant at 23 and had him at 24. And my first trimester was, I slept literally for like 24 hours. I was trying to study for my boards and I couldn't. Like, I just slept. So that's how I felt my first trimester. My hormones got fucked during I mean, everybody's does. But yeah, I just slept and I still smoked. My view on birth control is if you think that it will work for you, cool, then take it. If you like it, it helps with you, then you do it. You know, again, to each their own. I personally don't take birth control. I was on the pill before I had my son, and actually, surprisingly, my system reset itself like really quickly. And I got pregnant with my son 7 days when I got off birth control. In 7 days, I was pregnant. Literally, I got pregnant 7 days after I got off birth control. But I got a Paragard. It was like a copper non-hormonal one because I was breastfeeding and I hated it, and my body just doesn't like birth control. I realize it makes me insane. Now, some people, if they need it or if it works for them, cool. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I definitely would pay attention to the way that you're feeling on birth control, because there could be some symptoms that you're not realizing that you're actually getting from birth control. Oh, people think like the government is like get it. Like the government knows everything. Exactly. They do make a what supplement would I recommend for detoxing? Shilajit, number one. Shilajit is a natural detoxifier. It actually pulls the toxins directly out of the cell. It has like 75 trace minerals that are in the Shilajit, but the fulvic acid and the humeric acid is one of the only things that can permeate the cell membrane, which means most detoxifiers can't go in the cell. It waits till it flushes into your bloodstream, then pulls it out the blood. This goes directly in the blood cells and pulls it out, the toxins directly out of the cell. So it's like somebody walking through a wall. Like Shilajit, the humeric and fulvic acids in Shilajit are able to actually go in there and pull them right out. So that's my favorite, Shilajit. Yeah, I'm not opposed to birth control. I think, again, like I said, you know, when it comes to decisions for you, whatever works for you works. Whether it's pills, whether it's cannabis, whether it's birth control, whether it's Shilajit, whether it's Percocet, whatever works for you, do it, you know? As long as you're okay with your choice, then it's okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat because I have an interview in 10 minutes. I love you. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. What would you recommend for reconnecting sexually? I would do Tantra. If you're doing it with a partner, I would start with tantric practices. Look up tantric, sacred tantric practices for partners. There's some great videos that my husband and I have done. We love them. I am gonna go eat. Thanks, Jay. Love you.